So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the moments after the last show of The Wizard of Oz. For a while, it really was my favorite movie. I was in film class in university, and we had to choose our favorite movie. So I thought about it, and I chose Wizard of Oz because I thought that all of the elements of The Wizard of Oz fit. In other words, there's no loose ends. It seems like the music goes with it. It seems like the story goes with it. It seems like the way they talk, the acting goes with it. It seems like the costumes go with it. In other words, there doesn't seem anything out of place. If you put everything together, the words that they say, the way they say them, the way they sing them, the dancing, the way everything looks, the sets and the costumes, all that, it just all seems to go together to make a whole. And I've commented before, but the way that they used to talk in movies back then is not the way they talk in movies now. But if you look at The Wizard of Oz, and that's the only movie you know from that time period, that way of talking, that exaggerated, cartoonish, whatever it is, fits right in there too. So they might not even have done that on purpose. They might have just talked like that because that's the way people in movies talk, but it fits very well with the rest of the movie. The bright colors expressed many different ways. So we know that Bert Lahr had developed the character of his own stage character. I don't know if it had a name, but he was known for being like that. And when they hired him to be the lion, he just added some lion stuff to the character he had already created. And our lion certainly did a lot of Lahr-like stuff. Our scarecrow worked really hard to become an acrobat. Our Tin Man is also one of our best tap dancers, so that was pretty awesome that he could join in the tap dance when the Ozians had it. Our Dorothy, I was just saying, I don't think she missed a line, or I don't want to say she didn't miss a line, because somewhere in the rehearsal, of course, months of rehearsal, she missed, a half a word or something, but she didn't have one note or one inflection or tone of voice out of place. She was in character every moment of the rehearsal process and every show. Glinda, who was also my dear wife in Kansas, it was an honor to be seen as someone who could be her other half. It's an honor for me. I've seen her in lots of shows. We've been in one show together before. But when a casting director puts you with someone who's worth being put with, that's a real honor. My second show with this particular director, my second show with a lot of the kids had been in Newsies. It's hard to wrap up a show in a couple sentences in a video. There's so much work, so many tiny missed things. Tonight it was filmed, and I messed up the spoken intro. Well, the intro to my solo. By the end of the solo, it's triumphant. Everybody clapped a lot, like I think they always did. But it would have been better to have a better intro captured on film. Every other show, I think I missed a line, but not the same line. It was kind of disturbing, but live theater is live, and there are so many variables, and it's a big show. And yeah, I missed some stuff, but I was still a contributor to the show. Glad I was in it. Glad I was cast in those roles. In the movie, Frank Morgan plays the wizard and the guard, but in this version, Uncle Henry is the guard. And so I got to be my own version of the guard. I wasn't copying Frank Morgan's, because in this version, the guard isn't the wizard, unlike the movie. In this version, the witch is hilarious, and I was honored to be mentioned in that review alongside the witch and the wizard as the three adults who did a great job. And then, of course, one of the children was mentioned. Pleasure to meet him. Hope I see what the kids do in the future. And of course, Daisy, who played the part of Toto. After the second show, or first show, Dorothy started holding up Toto at the end as the very last cast member to clap for. And that was a great idea. Toto, Daisy was just a joy to work with. So those are my thoughts as the show ends. It's a big show. The director was saying that the script says that Glinda, the Good Witch of the North, comes flying in on a bubble. And so immediately she's like, I don't think we're going to be able to meet the expectations of the script. And I just found out that the incubator we've been using, my first line is, "Don't bother us now, honey. You see, this incubator's gone bad and we're likely to lose a lot of our chicks." And we're sitting there counting fake eggs, because that's better than live or fake chicks to count. I just found out that the incubator was actually a pressure cooker with a thermometer taped to the top. Two of our cast members deal with livestock, and they're like, "That's not an incubator." I didn't know until the last show. So I guess that's it. This is 7 minutes and 45 seconds about the show, captured right after it was over, on my way to the cast party now. And once again, at the end of the show, could be day, could be night, the show just has a different time. Of course, this was a matinee, so it is it's like 6 p.m. We spent a lot of time cleaning up the dressing rooms. Alright, so that's it. Signing off, Uncle Henry and the guard. I don't know if I'll ever play those roles again, but it was an honor being with such a nice cast, and that's it.